Because of the Travion Blount case, I got a call from a kind of a pushy girl out in Utah named Vandy, and that she wouldn't stop bothering me. And she said, I had this guy, Lenny Singleton, and he stole $550 and he got 2 life terms and 110 years, and it's unfair. So me and my paralegal, Cheryl, looked into it. And it turns out she was telling the truth. So we got dialoguing back and forth. And then I got like a 10-person phone call. I don't know who set it up. I got Vandy in Utah. I got a relative in Alaska. I got an aunt in Newport News at 3 o'clock on some Sunday, and they're all like auditioning me to do Lenny's pardon. And it's true. I will tell you, we are not cheap. We are very, very expensive. But they decided, we came to an agreement, and I said I'd take his case, and then we started. And once again, the kind of team came together, and this time it included Vandy, who was very knowledgeable about the system. What most people don't realize in pardon work, it's got really nothing to do with the judicial system. When people come to us for pardon, the judicial system is over. They've done their appeals in the Virginia judicial system. They've been turned down. They've done their federal court habeas. It's been denied. And because there's no parole in Virginia, the only thing left they have is hopefully a governor's pardon. And that's political. It's not judicial. And politicians are regular people who have to answer to voters. And if you're going to send a pardon in, it has to attract them, and it has to have them think that voters won't hate them if they pardon the guy. And Lenny was so easy to do. And he'd been locked up for 22 years. He had never had a prison infraction. I've never dealt with a penitentiary inmate who didn't have at least one prison infraction. And so we took it from there. I mean, he had this wonderful picture of him when he was a sailor, and his hat on, he looked jaunty and looked positive, and we started his pardon petition with that. And he must have had 40 character reference letters, some even from prison officials who aren't supposed to write them. And we put them in a beautiful, beautiful package, with Vandy's help and my researcher, Edna Phillips, and my paralegal, Cheryl. And I think we put together about the best pardon I ever did for him. But, that was easy, because he was like the ultimate pardon candidate. And then the New York Times picked up on it and gave him a front page story back in July, I think, of 2017 or 2016. And we started getting the press and media on our side, and guess what? Politicians, they respond to that. So we had a fantastic governor, Governor McAuliffe, who wasn't seeking a new office when he left the governorship, which means there wasn't a lot of pressure on him there wasn't a lot of pressure on Governor McAuliffe to think like a politician. He could think like a human being. Not just saying that they aren't, but sometimes, dealing with voters in the left and the right, So he did a good job. He pardoned him, and here we are, celebrating Lenny's second day out at dinner, which I'm buying.